There we go.
Okay. We're
Yay!
a little late. Sorry.
We are, but we're here and alive.
We're here. We're alive. We're doing our
Mostly.
thing. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay.
Gonna turn it. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to.
Welcome to Take Offense.
I'm Cody.
I'm Nick.
And don't take offense.
Take a stand. And if you do take offense,
Well, that's your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's your conscience tapping you on the shoulder.
as we may say some shit, but it's just opinions. All opinions.
Yep.
All opinions. All opinions can be ignored.
I do got something I want to start with that offended me.
What offended you?
I'm going to say this as nicely as I possibly can.
Okay.
And I want to start with, because I already did talk to somebody about this and made sure it was okay that I said this.
Oh, well.
The views and opinions expressed here are not the views and opinions of Fairy Plantation House.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
Bradenberry Kling.
Bradenberry who?
The Kling brothers.
Okay.
They were on the show Ghost Lab. They were supposed to be at Fairy this weekend.
Okay.
And according to the message they sent us, didn't sell enough tickets for it, so they canceled.
They didn't sell tickets.
They were selling the tickets for the event.
Oh, okay.
They were from their site.
Okay.
But they didn't sell enough, in their opinion.
Okay.
So they canceled. And then proceeded to send a message out to all the people who bought tickets, apologizing for them not being able to show up. And that Fairy Plantation is very hard to work with. And they've never had a problem with a place like this before. And just completely bad-mouthing Fairy Plantation to these people. Now, of course, we weren't in that email chain, but one of our friends was. So send it to us, let us know. Look at what these guys are saying about you. What the hell?
Yeah.
It was a money thing on your end. That's all it was. You didn't make enough money. They even told those people, but if you still want to go for those nights to investigate, we paid the rental fee for you.
There is no rental fee.
There is a rental fee.
There is a rental
There was an overnight rental fee for investigations. We never saw a dime. And on top of that, they never even signed the contract. So we have people telling us, so what time should I be there for the investigation? What the hell?
Now, mind you, when they canceled the investigation, we decided to go forward with the Stroll of Lost Souls.
Yep, our event that usually happens this weekend, but it was put on hold because the Kling brothers were going to be there, and this was going to be a huge event because, hey, we got, these nationally known team coming in. And we even had gotten into an argument with one of their guests because they kept putting in the email, you, our guests. One of their guests was messaging us back and forth, talking about, well, this is messed up. Why would you guys do this? Da 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 da. And we hadn't gotten that email yet, so we didn't know what was going on. We're like, the hell. And then when we told him what was going on, well, I've known them for years. They wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I just need to know who's telling the truth here.
Okay.
So he got sent the message that said that they straight up canceled. He goes, okay, well, that looks like cancellation. And he actually showed up at the house and went to our director and said, I think I owe you an apology. But this was after like days of him messaging, being a jerk about it.
Well,
And posting comments on the page.
Yeah, posting comments on our page.
Why are
Yeah.
these people only paying $10 when I had to pay
$100
$100 for both nights?
Wow.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing that the Kling brothers didn't tell you guys. They were going to keep your money. And you guys know this. You didn't get refunded until we came out and said that it was canceled and we started Stroll Lost Souls.
Yeah.
They didn't decide to refund your money to them. They were charging you $100 when it costs $250 for 12 people. That's what you didn't know. Or didn't pay attention to.
Some people.
So, the Kling brothers extremely offended me with that. You're going to badmouth the place because you didn't make enough money off of it?
And not to mention the fact when they first got on board with this event, for the description of their event, they straight out plagiarized. They went to another site's write-up on Ferry Plantation and copied it word for word.
So the Kling brothers copied another site's
Review or information on the house. Yeah. Saying stuff that was just crazy, like, the angry spirit Henry. Vengeful spirit Henry.
Henry hangs out in the attic and eats apples. Why? That's not real.
He's really the protector of the house.
Yeah. He's chill.
Never had a problem with Henry. Never had a problem with any of them in the house. I mean, like, actual problems, like, other than wanting to prank you or something like that, because they like to screw with us, but... What are you doing? Why are you messing with my earring?
Actually, we were, the ghost, doing that sort of stuff.
I can see what you're doing.
I'm not a ghost. I'm visible. Corporeal, as one might say. So, if I was an astral entity, you wouldn't see me doing this.
Yeah. Well, so, yeah, that's what I got to say about those assholes.
Yeah, and that's, rather than get offended, just, realize that they're just jerks.
Well, I was just offended on the things they said about the house and about the people there. That wasn't called for. Oh, and we are doing something a little different this morning. We do not have donuts of disapproval.
We do not.
Sorry.
Cody made cinnamon rolls.
No, these are the Pillsbury Pumpkin Spice Rolls. The official roll of White Women Everywhere.
Pumpkin spice. He who controls the pumpkin spice controls the white girl.
Yep.
That's how it works. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, so screw those guys.
But
let it roll off.
We had a great weekend.
Yeah.
With Stroll.
Yeah. We had a really good weekend with Stroll Lost Souls.
40 guests on Friday and 68 last night.
Nice.
Was the final count, and the Wicked Librarian Witch never showed up, so that was a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
With us, and he said, yay.
Who?
Chicken King.
What's up, Scott? Scott was out there with us last night along with Peter, Tim, and Amy. I do have to say something about that.
So where you were?
Oh, we were at Hunt Club Farm on the Haunted Hayride last night. You guys should know by now if you watch this. I mean, come on. But anyways.
Well, you were talking about Fairy.
Yeah. But we're both actors at Hunt Club, and Scott.
That's why I'm going to sound like Christian Bale this morning.
Fair enough for them to have another one.
Yes. My friend Scott, our friend Scott, has come out a few times with our friend Peter, and he brought his friend Tim last night. But Scott's been bringing his daughter Amy.
Jake.
Amy is. She's like my niece. I've known them for years. I love Amy to death. She's tall. She's 10, right?
Ish.
Yeah, and she's really tall. And Scott makes a joke. She's tall like her mom.
Scott's 6'5".
Yeah.
Scott, when he hugs you, it's like being enveloped with just love.
Yeah.
Enveloped is the operative word.
Yes.
You just vanish inside of him.
But Amy...
And I'm 6'2".
Yeah. Amy has become, out there, the creepy little girl. And she's phenomenal at it.
Dude, something just occurred to me. We are around a crap ton of Marines.
Yeah.
We're like the Marine magnets. If we're going to hang out with somebody and they're prior, 90% chance those people are Marines.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But Amy was coming up with her own stuff. I just kind of told him, come out here and be scary. She's walking slowly behind the wagon, just creepy line after creepy line, and I'm trying to listen to everything she's saying, and I'm like, holy crap. I mean, and then she would like end it, you know, because she has a certain spot where she had to stop. This is when I was in town center with them, where I was hearing all this, because they moved me somewhere else. But she had a certain spot where she had to stop. So she would stop right there and go, and that's what happens when you die. And I'm like, duh. I didn't even know what to do after that. I was like, do I jump on the wagon now and scare people?
More.
What the hell? I mean, because people are turning around just listening to her like, oh my god. Yeah. Good job, Amy. Where is it? There's your thumb. My thumb is missing. Let's try to move that back just a little bit.
You're blurring us. There we go. Boo. Boo. Raw.
So last night we did like 65 wagons.
Yeah, it was actually pretty light.
Yeah, it was only 10 away from the record.
There were still gaps. You could pee.
Okay. Yeah, you could.
They actually did a really good job with the coordination of the wagons.
Yes, the pacing was very good last night.
So last night, my daughter went to a Halloween party, and her friend. I'll give you an idea of the general image this friend portrays within our family.
What? I don't even know who you're talking about. I just did that to be funny.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So Laura goes, what's she dressing up as? A slutty nurse? And my daughter goes, no, Harley Quinn. And
yeah,
Laura's like, same thing. And
slutty therapist.
Slutty therapist. So yeah, that's so I talked to my daughter this morning before I left briefly, and I'm like, so what was the party like? And she goes, it was all boys. And I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah. I said, okay. And so she's telling this story about they're playing some kind of tag game, and this guy tackled her and landed on top of her.
That wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, and she goes, yeah, he wants to have sex. These are 14-year-olds. Yeah, he wants to have sex with this girl. And I'm like, baby, a 14-year-old boy wants to have sex.
Period.
Yeah, you put period. Right there. Period. 14-year-old boy wants to have sex. End of story. That's pretty much how it works. So, yes. He wants to have sex with her. He wants to have sex with you. He's pretty much like, long hair? Are you a female? I want to have sex with you. There you go. Short hair. Are you a female? I want to have sex with you. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh my god. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. No.
Well.
Nope!
I have a voice. Anyways, back to the hayride. I don't know if you noticed this last night. I definitely noticed this. And we're on the same side of the hayride, so.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no. On the same side of the wagon.
Yeah.
There was a lot of dudes making very feminine sounds last night. And I mean, I'm talking, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm talking
high-pitched screaming.
Big black dudes.
High-pitched screaming.
That were like, ah!
Yeah, well, I noticed that.
Holy crap, there was a lot last night.
I did get one guy who, I came out of nowhere, and he literally levitated his ass off the hay and looked me right in the eyes and goes, you got me.
Okay, so...
He was like, dude, you got me.
Okay.
And I winked at him, and we went on with our day.
I gotta tell you about this one. So where I am now, Jamel is before me, but he stays with the wagon longer than I do because he can run faster. Back to his spot. So I kind of, and we kind of stand there and face the wagon as it goes away. So, because if you just turn around and walk away, as long as you're not, if you turn around and do the cool guys don't look at explosion walk, then you're kind of looking intimidating still. But if you do the, you know what I'm talking about. So if you do the But if you just stand there and kind of give them the idea that maybe this guy's going to come back and get me. You know, if you just turn around and just walk away like, okay, whatever, that ruins the scare. So I'm stopped, and I'm watching the wagon go, and Jamel comes up off the wagon. He does the turn around. Cool guys don't look at explosions, doing his, because he's just stomping away. And he's about 15 feet from me when the kid on the wagon yells, "Yeah, you better run, bro." And Mel stopped, and I went, "Oh, go get him." And he turned and sprinted and jumped up on that wagon. It looked like a wave of people just fly into the middle of the wagon. It was hilarious. And all I heard was, "Stop playing, bro." And Jamel's the 6'4" guy with dreads that I've talked about before, who box jumps the fucking wagon.
You've gotta sort of play. They have people who interact. I mean, they're gonna interact. And
Yeah.
Your whole job is to make them
Entertain.
appreciate
You entertain.
their ride. So the funniest part, if somebody's gonna swing at you, it's a black chick.
No. I've never
yeah.
been swung at by a black chick.
Oh my God.
Always white guys, dude bros.
Oh, dude, bros. No, the black chicks like will raise their. Actually, they don't swing at you. They do talk a good game. But where I was, there's a little bit of space where I stop and the wagon keeps going, and she said something about, "You better not touch me." So, slid down the ramp, jumped up on the wagon. Hi, and. Started reaching for it, because I can reach over the wagon to almost the middle. Can't imagine what Scott can do. Oh my God, he's like chest high with the wagon. He could probably reach the other rail. It's just such
Scott
a huge.
said, one dude asked Amy for her digits. She said 757. My daddy whoop your arse. Well, he typed arse.
Well done, Amy.
My daddy whoop your ass. That's awesome. Yeah. So. Oh my
That's
God.
great.
But yeah, you got it. Who's listening?
Me.
Oh.
I teach these producers sometimes, man.
We gotta get her some headphones.
I was giving some crap.
Like a headphone.
I was giving.
So you can do the one headphone on, one headphone off thing. It looks fly, and that's the way that's why producers do it. They don't.
Jay,
She's gonna have him get her headphones.
bring my headphones.
Yeah.
We're getting legit, folks.
Right? No, I get crap to a radio station. Well, I was talking crap. I didn't actually call them because you don't call them about stupid shit. But I'm sitting there and they're playing a commercial, and then you hear the dial tone of their phone over the air during the commercial. I'm like, turn the phone. All you gotta do is hit a button, and the phone is not on the air anymore. One button. So, and then you hear it go off, and I'm like, okay, they figured it out. 20 seconds later, doo. This is the same radio station
Cody's a little touchy today.
that demoted two guys that were there over 20 years because the host of the new show wanted a younger crew. Yeah, this is what that younger crew does.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're not on the air, if you're the producer, you don't want the young guy.
The producers are on the air usually now. They kind of interact with the host. It happens quite often. It's sports talk. It happens quite a lot. It happens on Dan Le Batard show, Ryan Russillo show,
Yeah,
Mike and Mike.
Did you hear the word tard in that?
Le Batard.
Le Batard.
Dan Le Batard.
Tard.
He's Cuban. His name is Dan Le Batard.
Cubans can't be retarded.
Cuban B.
Yes, Cuban B. Sorry, half-baked.
It's a weed reference.
No, it's a movie reference.
A movie about weed reference.
If there's 5 minutes during that movie where they don't talk about weed,
There's not.
yeah, it's a
Except the 5 minutes where they talk about Killer the dog.
killer.
Yes.
They talk about
Kill Killer B. Kill Killer B.
Oh my god. Holy smokes. Madness. Madness, madness, madness. Oh, I am creaky.
Oh yeah, we are. We just finished day 4 of our possibly 7 days in a row.
Yep.
It's raining today, so we probably won't work tonight, but
Yay.
we'll see.
No, we will not see.
Some of our people need to work tonight to get some aggression out.
Ugh. Let me explain how much I don't want to go to the hayride tonight. Because Mondays are really hard for me after hayride night. If I was given the choice between going to the hayride tonight or having the hayride off, having the night off, or going to the hayride knowing once I was rested up and felt great, I had the opportunity to sleep with the 1985 Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders in their prime with a big bag of Viagra, I'd take the night off. That's how much I want the night off. So pray for rain, do a rain dance, do whatever you can do. Have it storm buckets on Hunt Club today.
No.
Pour.
No. No. Motherfucker.
So he wants the night off to take Viagra? That's what I got from that. That's totally what I got from that.
Anyways, no.
Actually, Todd says
If you want it to rain,
Cialis is better. And what's
Todd
the
would know.
Yeah. Todd. And the other one was instead of Viagra, take not Lipitor, Libertrum, LeBron James.
I don't know.
Makes
I'm
you,
only
gives
36. I don't know.
I don't know either. I've never taken any of that stuff, so we'll have to talk. Dude, Todd doesn't take it because he needs it. Todd takes it because he wants to bang 20-year-olds all weekend.
This is true.
And he says Cialis, that's the one.
Anyways.
He goes, you want a weekend to just rocking it.
If you want just enough rain to close us down.
Okay.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Remember how it gets out there.
Yeah.
You're in the tunnel. You don't get all muddy and floody and shit.
Nope. I sit in the tunnel.
Asshole.
We're tunnel rats. We are the best thing on that hayride right now. Dude, the tunnel, day after day, week after week, gets the highest ratings. The TARDIS of disapproval.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
It does.
Where are you seeing that?
From Billy.
Billy doesn't even work there.
Okay. I'll say Bill. What?
Billy said I'm the best thing out there.
Uh-huh.
I actually got a Billy compliment.
Dude, we get a Billy compliment every night.
No, you don't.
No, we do. Every night he's out.
You get a compliment from 14 or one of his characters.
No, Billy.
No.
Billy walks out almost every night he's there and goes, dude, the tunnel's the bomb. I love you guys, and just keeps going. He's awesome.
No, he loves me.
Billy loves us.
The hotel's the shit right now. He actually came out. He came out and said,
brothel. It's a brothel.
He
dude.
came over to me and said, dude, what you were doing. Okay, this is the compliment I got from Billy. It's just to show you, okay, what you just said, what Billy said about you guys. And he walked over to me and goes, what you're doing is fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
So ha.
Ha.
He's just trying to make you guys feel better for having to be in the tunnel all the time.
He's got the pen.
Did you not know this already?
He's got the Penn Jillette thing going. You notice that, folks? He's,
Well,
he's,
you know.
he's like a tiny Penn Jillette.
It's, you know,
He's a pocket-sized Penn Jillette.
truth hurts.
That you're a pocket-sized Penn Jillette?
No. Just, you know, that I'm
Oh,
better.
dude.
I am better solo on my stage than you are all in the tunnel.
Now, if you would like to Google the definition of diva, feel free. He's got to do what he's got to do.
So if he's a dude, wouldn't he be a devo? I'm just with it.
In the shape it up. Get straight.
Scott said Cody
Move
is pretty
forward.
intense. Go with it.
Yeah, Scott seen me at a full blast out there. Over there in the town center. I was over there. Jason's costume was kick-ass last night.
I didn't see it. I totally missed it. I saw Jack. Oh! Wow.
He made that.
That was Jason?
Yeah. He made that top. Jason's a badass. Okay, I'm going to show you guys too.
You can't see it.
I don't know if you can.
You can't.
You can.
See the glowing white thing? It's
Yes.
actually black.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll post it on my page, not
Yeah.
on the Take Offense page.
Jason looks awesome.
What I'll do is, so you guys can know about all this hayride stuff we're talking about. At the end of the season, I write a blog about my experience as an actor.
Are we going to have somebody video it? Is Matt coming out?
Matt's coming out on Monday. So what I do is I write a blog about my experience as an actor, you know, so you can see our side of it. I do it every year. And I post a ton of pictures of the other actors and things we've done, and then I'll post the video as well when Matt writes through, which is the hardest video to do. Holy crap, because it's 4 ride-throughs, and I make it look like one hayride. Well, actually, no. Now this year it'll probably be a little easier now they got a good video program.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but no, it's still fun to do. I love putting together a video like that. But yeah, no, we'll have pictures up of everybody and on there, and I'll link it on the Take Offense page so you guys can see. Those of you who don't follow both, you can see what we've been talking about all year.
Yeah.
I'll have pictures of the sets and things like that, and it's gonna be
a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, man. I mean, you know, we talk about being hurt. You know, we're hurt. Our voice is hurt. You know, I have like swelling on the side, right around my Achilles. You know, I don't know why. You know, things start popping and you don't know why. We call, you know, the hayride team mysterious leg bruise. Actually, Hazel posted one last night. She said
Hazel posted her legs.
No. Well, she posted about her legs. Actually, she posted on Facebook and said
Pictures or it didn't happen.
ha 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 ha. She said when you're trying to scrub that dirt off your leg and realize it's just a giant bruise.
Dude, Hazel, you wear leggings. It's not dirt.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I could hear her over at my stage yesterday.
You can hear. Dude, there's one guy who has, bar none, the most projecting voice in the whole hayride, and it's Will.
Yeah, well, his character does
Will.
for this year.
Well, he projects better than anybody in the whole hayride. All night.
Yeah,
So this guy, he's about halfway, and in the tunnel with my earplugs in, because I wear earplugs, because where my guy stands is right in front of the speaker, and it's
and
like,
right next to the tractor.
and right next to the tractor. So it's the tractor and the speaker both blaring at me, and one of the tractors, they can't turn it off in the tunnel
Turbo.
because it's got issues. So they just let it run. So they crank the volume up. Oh, we'll just settle this. We'll go to 7 instead of 5, which is freaking loud.
Crank this one to 11.
So I wear earplugs, and it helps a lot more that I can just pop one out now, because I used to use the rolly ones that inflate in your ear. Oh, terrible. Anyway, I can hear Will with my earplugs in.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing.
Well, and no, he is. He's a badass. Don't get me wrong. We do have a couple other people who can project better, or can project at least as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's his character as well. He is freaking out and losing his mind and yelling and, "You guys need to get out of here! They're gonna kill you!" As
Well,
opposed to somebody who's walking, out going, doing lines. That just projecting their regular lines, because they're being.
Let me tell you
freaky.
something. This guy screams. At
Oh,
the
he
top
does. No,
of
he's a
his lungs
badass.
for 4 hours,
Yep.
and his volume never changes,
No,
and his intensity never drops. Will, you kick ass.
he does. Will's a badass, and he hangs out at on my stairs at the hotel in between wagons. Well, he didn't last night, but
Oh my
he
God,
did some. He'd come over and be like, "What's the score?" I'd be like, "Fuck."
Dude, I scream once every scene, and then I just yell at people, you know. But they're close.
Yeah.
I'm face to face with them, so I don't have to yell loud.
Yeah,
By the end of the day, I sound like freaking Christian Bale, and I'm pumping honey and halls down my throat, trying to maintain my voice.
That's when he's pumping down his throat, all right.
Well, we have a special.
Halls is the guy who's in the tunnel with him.
All right, so Scott said his arms
Austin.
are still shaking. Feels like he's still taking hits with an axe handle on the wood wagon.
Yeah, Scott likes to hit the wagon with things. So yeah, he takes these big. He comes up over the top, so it looks like he's about to hit you from the top, and then comes underneath and hits the bottom of the wagon.
He J hooks it. That's what
Yep.
I was trying to teach another kid that who just couldn't get it. It's a golf swing,
Yeah.
essentially.
But when you do that for 65 straight wagons, multiple times each wagon, yeah, your arm's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's more than a golf game.
Yep. But yeah, it's a blast, man. Yeah, we got some. Yeah, we really do got some phenomenal actors out there.
There's a young lady with me in the tunnel, Kaylee, who screams every wagon at the top of her lungs. And I'm like, God damn, how do you do that? To which she shut me down by looking at me and smiling and goes, I'm a screamer, what can I say? And we all, Austin and I just stopped. And I looked at Blake and went, dude.
Oh, and you know, we've talked about it before, and we had the problems, or not problems, but we had shit go down this week. What we do is not safe. It's very, very taxing on your body, and you have moving vehicles, and you're out in the woods with shit that we built as best we could.
It's solid, but
It
it's
is.
not up to code.
Yeah, because it's not an actual building, like, you know.
There was a guy in my area.
As long as the fire marshal's cool with it, we are.
Well, there was a guy in my area who he got really cut up.
That's what I was about to talk about.
But well, one of the reasons I think he got cut up is earlier on. Oh, the night before, he took a metal shackle to the head at a full run.
Cast iron.
Yeah, it's solid metal. It's you know, they make weapons out of metal for a reason because
Yeah.
it breaks this, which you don't work well. So he took a glancing blow, took a hunk out of his head, and I truly believe he was concussed even the next day, and that's why he took a header into the floor. But yeah, he sliced himself wide open, and
His hand, yeah, it was pretty bad.
he tried to work the next day because, you know, he's young and enthusiastic, but didn't even make it.
Scott said he'll be there Monday night, camera recording media night, right?
Yeah.
Say again?
Yes, that is true. Scott, Monday will be media night. With,
Yes.
With
Matt.
Matt riding on the wagon.
And in
Yes.
talking about the
Scott will be there. Yay!
buildings, he said it's like the Facade Town in Blazing Saddles, LOL.
Yes, it's like when they built the. We talk about Blazing Saddles a lot in the tunnel too.
Well, they were talking about that because we had everyone in makeup last night. And when I say everyone, both managers, all three managers really, Jack, Jason, and Sandy, and Billy was, we had the two most sinister, psychotic clowns ever together for the first time on the hayride. And that's Sprinkles and Uncle Schizo. So Sprinkles, Uncle Schizo, I'm not sure what Jason's character was. They were all hanging out in the wolves area, the werewolf area, at the hunters camp where there is an actual fire there, sitting around roasting marshmallows. And Billy thought to bring some baked beans so they could do the Blazing Saddles sitting around the fire farting scene.
Nice. That's awesome.
Okay, I gotta check something real quick. Babe, you like Django Unchained, right? Okay. Here's where I thought this was hilarious. And I did this as a test on my wife. Because she has a problem a bit with the N-word, which is understandable. So we watched Blazing Saddles, and she's like, it was just too much. Right? And then we watched Django Unchained, which says it more. And she loved it. What I loved about
Oh
that...
my God. They had this... I don't know if... I'll have to ask Blake what the exact wording was, but it doesn't matter because it's... he talked about Jamel jumping on wagons and just like box jumping up on the wagons.
Mm-hmm.
Super athletic guy, also 6'4". When he was over in one area, he would ride into the tunnel and grab one of the rafters and hang there with one hand and flip upside down and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And Blake comes back in with this look on his face, and we're like, dude, what's going on? And he goes, I can't remember if he said athletic or what, but he goes, they got oh, look, they got themselves an acrobatic nigga. And we all just sat there and went, what? You must have misheard. And Blake's like, nope, I heard it. I was right next to her.
Oh, one of the guests said that.
One of the guests.
Oh.
One of the guests.
I thought you were saying Blake just came out and said that.
No.
That's what I was like.
Blake said one of this old lady on the hayride goes,
Yeah.
look, they got themselves an acrobatic nigga. Sure. We all just looked at each other. Yeah, it was hilarious.
What I loved about Django, and I don't know if I've talked about this one before. Leonardo DiCaprio had a problem saying the word, and he's a plantation owner who runs Mandingo fights in the movie. He's got to say the word
over and over.
So Sam Jackson takes him off to the side and goes, "Motherfucker, it's a word. Say the goddamn word." And he was fine after that. What I thought was funny is Don Johnson didn't seem to have a problem with it.
It's not surprising.
But, you know, he hates old people and dogs. So.
No, Don Johnson loves dogs.
Tin Cup. You ever see Tin Cup?
You ever see A Boy and His Dog?
No. Have you ever seen Tin Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hates kids and dogs and old people. Don't forget old people.
Don't forget old people. One of Don Johnson's first movies, it might have been his first movie, was a post-apocalyptic movie called A Boy and His Dog. And it is about Don Johnson in a post-apocalyptic world with a telepathic dog that only he can hear. And it is...
So he played Shaggy in post-apocalyptic.
Yes, he is a post-apocalyptic Shaggy with a dog. Yeah, absolutely. It is...
1975.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And it is a crazy movie. And it has one of those endings where if you don't catch it, you're like, oh, okay. But then when it hits you, you're just like this. What did he say? Yeah.
That was not his first...
That was not his first movie?
But it was very early in his career.
He was super young. He looked like a baby.
The first thing that he was in was called The Magic Garden of Stanley's Sweetheart in 1970.
What year was he born? That was not the first movie, the producer says.
He was born in 49, so he's 67.
Okay, so let's call it 50 because I'm not that great at math. He was 26? Oh my god. He didn't look 26. You watch A Boy and His Dog, he looks like 19. He is a boot. He got the booty face. Super young. Yeah.
Don't ask.
But A Boy and His Dog is a fantastic movie and just a brutal ending.
Cool. I like brutal endings.
It's a great movie. Ugh.
Yeah. So.
This is all true.
Yeah, I gotta see that one. I guess. Oh, that's right. Stranger Things came on last night again. Season 2. I got.
Yeah, all the diehards are now crying because they binge watched them and have to wait another year for Stranger Things 3.
Sorry. I still have to finish the second season of the Ranch.
Yeah, I've only watched half of the second season.
We don't have time to watch stuff during hayride season.
He gave me a video the second day and goes, "Here, watch this." It was somebody and Miri make a porno.
Zach and Miri.
Zach and Miri make a porno. It's still sitting in my truck. The only time I'm going to get a chance to watch that is to like bring it to work. But business has been booming, so I haven't had 10 minutes to put together at work. So that's not going to happen.
Because it's hayride season.
It's hayride season. Everything's busier. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Oh, there we go. Woo.
I'm glad I'm over here.
Oh yeah,
You better be. All the kale and shit he eats and shit.
Oh, during the hayride season, I have been pounding as much good stuff as possible just to shove all that hayride crap through my system.
Me too.
That's
why eating healthy burgers.
That's why he gave me Cheez-Its last week.
And coming home and making the little Red Baron personal pan pizzas.
Actually, I've really gotten into going home at night and just for quick eating a bowl of Raisin Bran. It's just quick. You know, I take a shower. I got to sit down for 10 minutes to decompress anyway.
Last night I came home and made some of that, heated up some of that Moe's queso.
Oh, I haven't tried it.
You never been to Moe's?
I've been to Moe's. I haven't tried it. Oh, the queso, yeah.
Yeah, well, they sell it at BJ's.
Oh, okay.
So I heated some of that up and ate some of that with some chips and then had a snack pack.
They had a UFC on last night,
nice,
a UFC
nice
fight night. So I'd recorded that. It's down in Brazil. The first 3 fights were off the chain. I can't wait for the rest of them because they were all decisions and they all looked like they were going to end in every round. And somehow somebody survived. It was amazing. Somehow. Oh, dude, one guy was on little spaghetti legs and deer legs, staggering around, and Daniel Cormier goes, he's done. He can't come back from that. Yeah, he survived the whole fight. I don't think he remembers anything after a minute into the first round. He might not remember the fight at all because he got crushed. But he fought his heart out.
Was it JDS and Roy Nelson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Roy Nelson remembers that fight. He could have got that dude. Okay,
hard head.
He was getting hit. JDS was swinging 4x4s at his head.
Yeah,
and he's leaning right back into him. And yeah, so are you ready? I think you're ready to take a break.
I just got to stand up because I can't stay in. Yeah, I'm ready to take a break, but
okay,
I am not.
We're gonna take a break.
I am not able to sit for very long at a time.
Yeah, so we're gonna. We'll be right back. Speaking of which, did you see Battaglia's costume as Georgie?
There's only so much of that you can listen to.
Let me get a cinnamon roll and a coffee, or spice roll. I'll turn off the hold music.
Please turn off the hold music. Oh, we gotta find new hold music. That's brutal. I'm sorry about that. That was
the point.
Yeah, just listening to the hold music for a little while. I was like, okay, they're not gonna like this. We gotta get rid of that. Oh,
Who cares if they like it?
But
See if we can find like Down with the Sickness on music.
oh, there you go. Down with the sickness.
Just do the Richard Cheese version.
There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah, part of explaining to my daughters about boys, I keep going back to this video that Cody showed me. It's essentially a dude who can't sing, but he plays a song, and it's like, I don't care about your personality. I can't have sex with your mom.
Oh, Show Me Your Genitals by John LaJoy.
Show Me Your Genitals by John LaJoy. And it's essentially like, yep, that's what boys are like until they're 22. And then they fake it real well. After 22, it's pretty much we just pretend that that's not our first thought. I got in a fight with one of my friends on Facebook, and she was one of these people going, we need to teach people that it's not okay to, wolf whistle at women and blah blah blah. And there's an old line: if women actually could see our thoughts and knew what we were thinking, they would never stop slapping us. And you just walk up to dudes and just slap the crap out of them, because that's, the thoughts that go through our head. And it's purely biological. I mean, it's not like we're trained, oh, we need to teach men not to think like that. Well, you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. What you teach men, what you teach men is to be a gentleman and to overcome those thoughts and not broadcast them quite so loudly. But you're never gonna make them go away. No. I am super respectful to ladies, but that doesn't mean those thoughts aren't popping through my head.
I hear those thoughts.
Oh, dude, Cody has been in my chiropractic office, and he sees the little yoga pants wearing people lay on my table, and he's like, dude, what the hell? And I'm like, it's called being professional. You just don't give any inclination that you're thinking, my God, look at that ass. But it goes through your head. Holy crap.
Speaking of thinking and stuff, I had a memory come across, because we're not doing Facebook, so I have my phone in front of me. Ha 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 ha. But as a memory come across, I posted this on 2015. If you ever want to know what a creative person minds feels like, imagine a browser with 2,857 tabs open all the time.
Yeah. I was talking to Jack last night, and we were discussing, well, who should be here and who should be there? And he got this look on his face, and I said, calm down, take a breath. And he goes, I got so much in my head. I said, yeah, you've got a bunch of windows open.
Yep.
You've got a bunch of browser tabs open in your head. I get it. And so I've started to run interference for him just to, because my job's easy. I know what I'm going to do every night. It's not a problem. I walk in, put on my stuff, go about my day. Then I stand next to Jack and pretty much say, leave him alone.
Yeah.
When people get near him, and it's like, I get it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, super creative.
Him and Jason both. And
tons of browsers.
Jason doesn't talk a whole lot.
Yeah. And that's his defense mechanism. He's just like, whatever.
Yep. I can get shit done.
Yeah.
Let me walk.
But Jason said, hey, I'm going to show you this. I want you to scream like this every wagon. And I'm telling you, man, holy crap, I don't know how they do it. I poured a ton of honey down my throat, tons of halls, and my voice is still just trashed.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
See, I mean, my voice will get bad sometimes, but I mean, I had years of singing metal and singing, period.
You sang on your period?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I know. It really sucked.
Not bad. Just all that raw emotion pouring through you. Cody's pretty hormonal. I mean, it's just that's normally who he is, but on his period, I can't even imagine how bad it gets.
Oh, you should see him when I'm on my period.
Oh, he has those sympathy period things where he just goes crazy. Oh,
No,
I can
'cause
tell.
I'm psychotic, and
He has to absorb some of that. That's
And
part
I
of
absorb it by taking hour-long shits.
you hide.
or when I'm like severely psychotic, he'll manage to take the boys to safety.
Yes, go hide the boys. Oh, dude, I always thought it was a joke about dads hiding in the bathroom. Because my dad always had a notebook in the bathroom and a bunch of magazines. And I was like, oh, he just likes to hang out in the bathroom and do whatever. No, you freaking hide as a dad. When you are married and you have kids, my dad had one kid. And he hid in the bathroom. I've got two. I hide in the bathroom. It happens. Now we have smartphones. I still have a notebook. The notebook is a great idea.
I think
you
it
just
was-
write stuff down.
I think it was Bill Engvall who talked about that. About, that's your quiet time. That's your, Dad, what are you doing there? Building a
The
rocket.
Yeah.
I want to see the rocket. Get out of here. You get that hand under the door.
I want to see the rocket. No. My favorite part of hiding in the bathroom was still when the girls were really young. We lived in a place with an upstairs and a downstairs. And it was about 2 or 3. I can't remember how old the girls were. But my eldest came to the door and she goes, Daddy, are you in there? And I went, no, I'm downstairs with your mom in the family room. And she goes, okay. And I hear tick, 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 tick as she runs down the stairs. And, oh, that's a good one. It's a picture. You can't see it. You can't see our pictures, so sorry.
Can't see our pictures.
We'll have to figure out a way to like split the screen and put pictures on the internet without like live action.
You can do it. I know there's a way to do it.
Of course you can do it. You see all the guys who do the high-end podcasts. They figure it out.
Yeah, but they got like
Good equipment.
13 freaking people on their staff. And no, the guy she watches, I've talked about before, Philip DeFranco.
Mhm.
He's got like 13 people on his staff, right? And he does like a news opinion program.
Okay.
But he's one of the original. He's been on YouTube for about 10 or plus years.
Yeah.
He
So
actually
we,
has 2 channels.
So anyway, you hear tuk 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 as she runs down the stairs, and then I hear in a really loud child's voice, "No, mommy, he says he was down here with you." So my daughter is standing in front of my mother, my wife. I'm not there, and she's arguing because Daddy said he was down here. So. I can lie and they'll believe me over my wife. Oh, she was
Wow.
mad. She was so mad. And then I did it again with the youngest. It was perfect. It did the exact same thing. She hit that age and fell for it too. It was awesome. Oh my Lord. But it happens. I don't have my phone. I can't look up current
Mine
events
is,
or anything.
see, I don't even lie. I'm just like, God damn it, can I shit in peace?
No, there is no peace. There is hiding in the bathroom. That's it. That's why they make really comfortable toilet seats.
See, well, I don't even have to hide in the bathroom now. Because we have a bathroom in our bedroom. So I just lock the bedroom door.
Oh, there you go.
Can I come in? No!
No. What are y'all doing? Building a rocket.
No, I just tell them straight up. Look, I just got home. Give me a minute to decompress.
Oh.
Right? Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, and this is his, he came out a few nights last year.
Yeah.
This is his first full season.
Yeah. And I work 6 days a week anyway.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 days a week for however many times we've been open. So we
Well,
got
we only got closed one night. And we'll
Saturday. We got to close to Saturday.
No, Friday 13th.
It was Friday the 13th. We
Yep,
got
Friday
closed.
13th.
Yeah.
So you still worked that day?
Oh yeah, I still worked that day. It wasn't like I didn't work. Then Sunday I worked because I work inside. So if it rains, it rains. I'm actually busier when it rains because people have nothing better to do. So they come get adjusted.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Oh, well, bitch, you'd be ecstatic today because it's gonna rain. It's
When it's complicated.
So I actually, you know, I've
And
been
that's the difference between men and women. Women want it complicated. Men want it simple. Super simple. Can you eat it? Can you fuck it? Can you eat it then fuck it? You know, can you play with it? And that all seems to go into the same realm. It's all, is it amusing or is it, you know, I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know.
me and
Did you see Leathery Wings? We posted Leathery Wings. I don't know. The Shadow Realm, down a place much lower, that reflects us, but without a Mr. Belvedere giving us metaphorical choices of good. I don't know. That dude was awesome.
I totally forgot what I was going to say now.
I know, because, I don't know, wins everything. That dude won the internet.
Oh, I remember now. So, me and all three of my boys have been out on the hayride this year.
Apart from the green judging eyes of shift manager Sandy. Yeah, it's a fucking podcast. Of course I'm going to talk.
So, me and all three of my boys have been out on the hayride this year. So, who makes it to the fucking Hunt Club commercial? Jacob.
Nice.
Who's, yeah.
I didn't see the Hunt Club commercial.
Yeah, they got a commercial out. Yeah, so he was on the stage with Maritza. She was ripping the intestines out of him.
Awesome. That happens.
Go away.
What part of go away do you not understand?
Oh, no, he was supposed to make her coffee.
You didn't make her coffee. Make coffee. Coffee rat.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the World Series now.
2-2.
2-2. That shit pissed me off last night. God damn it! 5 runs in the 9th inning.
Oh, I saw the highlights of that.
But tonight it's Keuchel versus Kershaw. 2 of the best pitchers in the game.
That sounds like a Jewish lawsuit. Keuchel versus Kershaw.
What was that running back?
Kershaw 42,
What was
Keuchel 8.
That running back's name had like 4 names.
I don't have no idea.
Oh, Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
Of course it was.
And that's during the games, one of the announcers, when, it was a
Ben.
touchdown by the law firm of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
Oh my god. Do we cheat him and how?
Do we cheat him and how? Yep. 3 Stooges.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Yeah. Kershaw versus Keuchel. Kershaw versus Keuchel.
But yeah, that was kind of disappointing last night. They gave up that many runs.
Give it
At
all
home.
up. Give it all up in one game, dude.
Yeah, but now they got to go back to L.A.
Okay, they do great in LA.
Well, Verlander does, but he's the one pitching in L.A., so hopefully if they win tonight, Verlander can get the win in L.A. on Halloween night, which sucks.
It'll be fine.
Save Verlander for Game 7. Pitch somebody else Game 6. And that way they can go to Game 7 and I could watch it.
What did Scott say? Scott commented.
Oh, no, Scott commented on that. He mentioned you in the comment of that picture that I showed you. Just saying you were there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you'd already had your makeup off when we took the picture, so. Because when you wear a prosthetic, as soon as the show's over, you're like, rip that shit off. You've been wearing it for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Mine's got holes in it. It's rough looking.
Yeah.
The whole, you know, I don't even remember how many days we've been out there, so.
I don't
15, 16. It's got
14.
I started digging old latex off of that thing.
No, not 14.
Holy crap.
17. 17 days. Yeah. Last night was day 17. Because we missed 1, we should be at 18. Yep. Because it was supposed to be 21 days.
I've got more latex on my face than a rock band groupie these days. It's insane. Oh my god.
Derek!
What's up, Derek?
Derek.
He said
Hey, brother.
morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's early morning. My wife, the alarm clock went off at 8 o'clock, so she'd go do yoga.
Sorry.
Dude,
that's from Scott.
Oh.
He texted me.
Oh my
So does the
god.
wife have a nice yoga ass?
My wife's got a great ass. She always has. She just has a good. I'm totally an ass man, and she has always had a nice ass. She, even when she's not in the shape she wants to be in, she has an ass, and she also has 40 double G's. Oh yeah, when she gave birth and her milk came in, her boobs were so heavy she couldn't breathe. We didn't know what was going on for our first. Her milk came in and she goes, I don't know what's going on, babe. I lay down and I can't breathe. And I was like, that's weird. And so she lays down and she's like, I can't breathe. And I reached out and I lifted her boobs off her chest and she went, her boobs were literally crushing her. And so we had to find some old bra and rig it up with ratchet straps to hike those things up so she could breathe. Because she was at like, I don't know, M's or something ridiculous like that. Double M's. It was,
and there are guys watching right now like, that's how I want to go.
That's how I want to be crushed to death by giant boobs. Oh my god. Yeah, she used to just be like double D's, and now they're freaking, yeah.
Sorry, baby, that barely sees.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't remember who it was. Somebody in the tunnel. I said that, and they go, that's a waste. More than a handful is a waste. And I went like that because I have giant hands. And hold your hand up, Cody. Yeah.
So that's the explanation why your wife has barely sees. Double G.
Nature adapts to the situation, and so nature looked at me and goes, "Oh, we need to find someone with giant hooties for you, boy." And it was yeah, holy crap. And if you notice, like, you put your head close to mine, open your mouth. See, it's all relative.
Yeah. Which means, he just needs to find a guy with a
Gotta
really
say
huge cock.
M&Ms. Well, maybe peanut M&Ms because those are big old too.
Derek says he has bees.
Yeah.
Cups.
Well, I think that the dude who said, oh, more than a handful's a waste. His girlfriend does not have large breasts.
He's compensating for the fact that his significant other has itty bitties.
That's awesome.
I'm going to share this right now to the Take Offense page. Holy shit, this is hilarious.
It is a Hearst with a chipper shredder.
Is there a T on the end of that?
Hearst. No,
it's
Hearst.
Hearst. Yeah,
it's a Hearst.
I keep hearing people say
I have a friend named Hearst Peacock, and he actually a musician as well. He had a band, Sunday's Child, I think, and but he is Hearst Peacock. So now when I see a hearse, I want to throw a T on it. Habits are hard to break.
He missed a huge opportunity with that band name.
What's that?
Because he could have named it Hearst Peacock and the Dead Fowls.
Hearst Peacock. Yeah, there you go. But like most musicians, after a long career, he became something else. Unless you reach the point of rock star. I think it's Firehouse. A friend of mine used to play hockey with a dude who is one of the members of Firehouse.
Knew I didn't like that band.
Well, one of the he's a hockey player.
Like Lifehouse, maybe?
Firehouse.
Okay.
It's an '80s glam rock band.
Oh, okay.
So every summer they go out and tour. So they hit all the local whatever. It's not like a giant tour. The guy said that he doesn't make like ZZ Top money. Those guys make like $80 million a year just touring. But you get to put on your 1040 Rockstar. That's a pretty sweet gig. That's what you do for a living. I'm a rock star. I go tour for 4 months out of the year, and make money. So apparently, when he was in Firehouse, he didn't just blow all his money on coke and whores. He actually bought a house and married a nice lady and had a family, and now he, what the hell is that?
Oh, I don't know. I just was scrolling. It's
Oh, okay.
just a GIF.
Yeah, so it's just he does his job. That's pretty damn cool. Especially if you're like a guitarist and you don't have to sing all night.
Right.
Or a bass player.
Yeah, they all got the easy job.
Well,
Singers got the hard job.
my buddy who passed away was a bass player, and he said you get two kinds of bass players. You get a big giant dude who can play his bass all night, and he doesn't move a lot. He just kind of bounces around. Or you get Flea, who never stops moving.
Or you get Cougar the Destroyer,
who is a Flea-like guy. Coog and Flea cut from the same cloth.
Actually, when he broke one of his basses,
that's expensive.
Well, he's endorsed by Bernie Ball.
Oh, okay. So he gets bases.
So this was a limited edition. Yeah, called it Warhammer.
That's no fun.
Well, what happened was, I'll tell you this story because it was great. So a couple of guys got him a BC Rich Warlock bass because he hates BC Rich because they're neck heavy as fuck.
Okay.
And it was to be used to destroy during the show. So he only brought Warhammer with him. Second song in, he breaks a string. So he throws Warhammer down because he's pissed that he has to play that BC Rich for the rest of the night.
And he broke it.
Oh, he destroyed the fuck out of it.
No, I mean his Warhammer.
Yeah, well, he didn't know exactly what was wrong with it. He didn't know how he broke it until we got to practice. And he plugs it in, and nothing's happening.
Can you fix him?
Yeah, he sent it back. He sent it to them so they could fix it. He shattered the circuit board.
Yeah, they messaged him after they got it into the shop and were like,
yeah, they're like, what the hell?
I dropped it.
Yeah, and so he gets it back, and I was at the office when he got it back. They sent it to the shop, and he opens it up, and there's a note in there from Sterling Ball, the owner of Ernie Ball, Ernie Ball's son, and it said, "Flea didn't break this many bases. Stop it."
I used to work for a defense contractor, and this one company put out a laptop, and they called it ruggedized. So what that means is you can't beat it up, and EMPs won't really mess it up. And they said, this thing has a lifetime warranty. Just send it in no matter what happens, and it'll be fine. Well, one of the guys was leaving a carrier on a helicopter, and his bag slipped out of the side of the helicopter, fell about 30 feet and hit the deck. And so he goes, you got to put the thing back down. So they landed it. He picked it up. He took it out of the bag, and he realizes that the thing's bowing, like kicking out. So he just sent it back and said, we had an issue with the laptop. Well, they opened it, and apparently one of the guys is his friend, one of the techs at that company. They opened the laptop, and the thing just exploded like a party favor. They're like, the hell did you do to this thing? Same idea. They're not supposed to break, but you can break them.
Yeah.
But the hard drive survived, so they just swapped the hard drive out into a new one, and there you go.
That's always good when the hard drive survives.
Because that's where all your shit lives.
Yep.
I love the meme. By the way, this whole thing called a cloud, yeah, that's actually some other dude's computer.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really, there's no like magic thing called a cloud.
Derek said $8,000 laptop. Did he mean 8,000 or 800?
No, back in the day, the ruggedized ones were like 8,000 plus. Maybe actually, I think 12 to 15 pops into my head.
Wow.
Well, it's the government. You can literally give them any price you want, and if they want it, they'll just buy it. Yeah. That's why you get,
because they're spending my money.
$400. Exactly. The government doesn't pay. It's like the whole thing about, isn't Elon Musk wonderful for getting the children's hospital back online? Yeah, that's the difference between government and private. Private gets shit done. Government doesn't. There's actually a city in Richmond. They privatized everything. I think it's called Sandy Springs, and I have friends who live there, and one chiropractor who works there. They privatized everything, and they cut all of their costs in half. So their taxes went down by half. All their stuff went down by half, and they simply the only thing the government does is hire contractors to take care of stuff. And when you don't have the Virginia Department of Transportation fixing the roads, you actually have private contractors. You bring them in and you pay them, and you save money.
Speaking of Elon Musk, have you seen Why Him?
No.
Okay, James Franco.
Yes. You told me about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. James Franco and Bryan Cranston. James Franco's dating Bryan Cranston's daughter.
We talked about it last week.
We talked about it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a scene in it where James Franco decides to throw a party for the family, and he's doing everything over the top. So he's having this huge party. Bryan Cranston walks up to the bar, and the guy goes, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Oh, hi. Wait, you're Elon Musk." He goes, "Yeah, and he's like, he's like, "So what do you do?" And he's like, "I'm in print." Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Elon Musk. I actually know a young lady who worked for Tesla in the early days, like to get it up and running.
I was about to say Nikolai.
Yeah. And the sad part is this: Elon Musk is a smart dude, but apparently all the people they had like 40 people who got Tesla off the ground and got it up and running and got it going. Yeah, he let them all go rather than give them their stocks.
Wow.
So there's like there's a lawsuit going, and so he's a smart dude, but apparently he is kind of the dick. Unfortunately, but I guess billionaires are like that. The billionaires don't want to give up their money. They want their money.
They want their money, and then they want your money, and then they want my money.
They want all the money.
Speaking of which, I had a very interesting conversation last night. I took one of the volunteers home, Michelle.
Okay.
And her husband is an owner-operator.
Owner-operator.
Back and forth from Virginia to North Carolina.
Owner-operator of what?
Owner-operator. Tractor trailer.
Oh, he drives a tractor trailer. Okay.
Owner-operator.
Owner-operator.
And on paper, because owner-operators make so much money, they don't show how much of that actually gets spent, put out on insurance. She said on a weekly basis, there are 4 different insurances that they have to have on that vehicle.
Yep.
There's like load insurance, there's trailer insurance, there's overweight insurance. They spend $600 per week to insure
$600 per week on the tractor trailer.
To insure the tractor trailer. At the beginning of every year, they have to pay all these different taxes and fees to the state of Virginia and the state of North Carolina in order to even be an owner-operator.
Yeah.
Like $40,000 in...
Oh, yeah.
Which is why these trucking companies are always looking for owner-operators and not owning their own trucks.
Yeah.
Owner-operators wanted, so we don't have to pay those taxes.
Yeah. Well, that's why they have all the... I never understood what the whole weigh stations were for. A friend of mine who's a police officer explained it to me. Apparently, if a tractor trailer is over a certain weight, it breaks the road.
Mm-hmm.
So they want them all under a certain weight. Because if it's up to the owner-operator, they'll pull as much as their truck can pull. Mm-hmm. They don't care. They're trying to haul as much stuff to make the maximum profit that they can. But if it's over a certain weight...
It'll break a bridge. Bridge is just where those weigh stations usually are. Yeah.
It'll actually grind up the road.
Yeah.
The weight actually crushes the road down.
Which you don't want on bridges or in tunnels.
Bridges. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want either of those. Because there is a weigh station before the downtown tunnel. I have noticed that.
Yeah.
I think this is my...
Actually, no, that's not a weigh station.
No, there is a weigh station.
It's not a weigh station.
It's right before...
It's an inspection station, but it's not a
inspection station, not a weigh station.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're making sure that you don't have explosives. Because you drive into that downtown tunnel and explode it, you're fucking the entire Hampton Roads.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
That's why like that's why it says propane tanks and all that stuff. Even RVs have to stop. They got to
Because
check
they
your
have
shit to make sure it's not
RVs and stuff.
leaking and shit like that.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
If there's an accident or something ahead of you, they have to know and account for what's in that tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, blowing up tunnels is bad. By the way, if you're not in Virginia, Virginia Beach that is, you cross a bridge or go through a tunnel to get anywhere. You're not. If all the bridges went away, you're going nowhere unless you own a boat.
My thing is, why are way stations only open Monday through Friday? Does the risk for needing to be weighed diminish on Saturdays and Sundays, or do we only just need to be safe Monday through Friday?
And it's not just Monday through Friday; they're closed at night too.
Yeah.
It's government. The government is.
Yeah, they sure as hell can do that road work at night.
Oh yeah, well they get overtime. I had a friend of mine who worked briefly for the Department of Transportation, and he said it was the lamest job he ever had. They would fill their truck with whatever they needed to do whatever job they had to do. Fill in a pothole. I'll just make that up. They're going to fill in this pothole. They sit next to the pothole all day because there's too much traffic. Oh, it's too much traffic. We can't do anything. And then at the end of that whole thing, so in the evening, when the evening kicks in and the 8 hours is up, now they're pulling double time or overtime. Then they'll fix the pothole. And they won't fix it quickly. They'll take their time. So that's why if you have a contractor, you say, hey, this is a pothole. How much is it to fix a pothole? It's $500 to fix a pothole. Do it. Because you had 3 guys a whole day and then overtime for another 4 or 5 hours to fix a pothole. That's more than $50 or $500. Guaranteed.
Yep.
So he was like, I'm out. I'm done. Oh, did you hear?
No.
The butler, the guy who plays the butler on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air passed away.
What?
He was an old dude.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
That was a spoof. Robert Guillaume passed away, and they were saying it was him.
Who's Robert Guillaume?
What? Rafiki. Funk this on the squash banana.
Who?
Rafiki from Lion King. Okay. News radio. Okay.
Show me a picture. He does this all the time. You show me a picture or I don't get it. I don't do names. That's why everybody in my office is young man or young lady. Oh, that's Benson.
Yeah, Benson. Yeah.
Oh, we talked about him already.
So that's
No,
what
we
they're
didn't.
saying was the...
No, we talked about Benson passing away.
No, we
He
didn't.
just passed away this week.
It was this week.
Oh, my wife and I talked about Benson passing away. How old was he? 90?
89, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
89?
But they're passing around the meme of the butler from Fresh Prince
Oh.
as Robert
Yeah.
Guillaume.
No, he was Benson.
Yeah, because I was about to say, Will Smith would have said something about that.
Maybe.
If
Maybe. I don't know.
yeah, he was on Sports Night. Yeah.
Robert Guillaume is awesome.
But he was Rafiki in Lion King.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew. I don't know who plays who. I just
We
enjoy the movies. Help me, brother. Of course. It's good drama. Did you know?
Fuck Jeremy Irons.
Did you know Lion King is based on a Japanese anime called Kimba the White Lion?
No, it's not. Not if you ask Disney.
Of course not.
Shut up.
I actually used to watch Kimba the White Lion every.
snipers.
They have snipers.
Disney has snipers. You're bigger than I am. They still got a shot.
They do.
I got a shot.
I got a shot. Take him through that
I
window.
love Disney. Disney is great. They do all the great things.
Disney owns everything now. Disney owns Marvel, Star Wars. Talk about
Disney.
What you call it?
That was one.
Monopolies. Holy crap!
Comic-Con, Tidewater Comic-Con a few years ago when I was there down in Nerdy. This guy was walking around dressed as Captain America. And I will tell you this, his costume was great. From the neck up, this motherfucker was Captain America. We're like, dude, you have to sit. We have to talk to you. So he's like, man, this has been great. I've been walking around here checking out all this stuff, you know. I mean, 40 years in the ice, you know, and I'm just seeing all this stuff for the first time. This is amazing. Dude was in character, like dead on. And we're like, really, you know, guys just, and he made a comment. He's like, yeah, I just watched one of those movies. What are they called? With the laser swords and Star Wars. That's what it is. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I just didn't get those movies, you know. I just didn't get them at all. I mean, Marvel would never do anything like that. And the fact that they're all owned by Disney, which was a great joke. This guy was 2 days in a row. He came and sat with us in character.
Nice.
James goes like this. He goes, "Hey, let me take a picture of you." And the guy goes, "What's that?" He goes, he said, well, "This is a phone that we use now, and you can take pictures with them." He goes, "I think I saw it at the Stark Expo." I said, "Dude, just off the cuff, amazing."
If you go to in the old days, and I'm guessing they still do it, but if you go to Colonial Williamsburg and you hold cameras up, they'll look at you and they'll be like, "What is that?" They'll do the same thing because they're supposed to be in period. You know,
yeah.
No cameras. That didn't exist until, you know.
That's pretty good.
I
Now,
guess Civil War
I'll tell you something cool about Disney, and I don't know if you've seen this before, and from what I understand, they still do it. If you go over where all the Toy Story characters are, walking around, and you yell, "Andy's coming," they'll all fall.
I've heard about that.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if that's still real.
I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I've seen videos of them doing it, so I know they at least used to do it. But actually, I should have my sister do that. She's at Disney World this week.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We can do it.
And do what?
If you go to where the Toy Story characters are and yell, "Andy's coming," they'll all fall, just like in the movie. Yep.
Nice.
That's a hoot.
And what's great is Woody actually has Andy on his boot, on the bottom of his boot, the actual character.
Oh, the written.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I just thought that was really cool. I you know, those little touches and stuff like that at theme parks and stuff. You know, my thing. You know, I love the little details at theme parks, the little things. You know, that kind of pay homage to certain things. You know, it's things that you got to really look for.
Let me tell you something. Our first year at the Hollow Scream, they had prostitutes on Ripper's Row.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I had an extra 50, those chicks would have been in character.
Damn.
Dude, that honey slid up to me, grabbed my ass, and slid her hand up my back. I was like, well, hi there.
Really? Yeah, because they're not supposed to touch you.
Oh, I said, can I have a picture? And
so,
and she stood next to me.
Oh, okay.
And
we do a picture with Amanda every year with the Ripper.
Stabbing her?
No, he holds his knife up to her throat. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. We do that. That's kind of our tradition every year. Well, I mean, you know, Jack the Ripper killed prostitutes, so that's why they're there.
That's why he doesn't kill her. He just holds a knife to her throat.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying the prostitutes you're talking about, them having them there. They're still there. And they got them in the show, too.
Monster Stomp.
Yeah, Monster Stomp at Ripper's Road, which is a great show. I love that show. A lot of fun. But yeah, so, shit, I forgot what I was going to say again. Damn it.
It's hayride brain, dude.
No, just take offense, bro. This is normal for us.
No, normally you well, I mean, occasionally you'll be like, I have no idea. It's funny because before the show will start, he'll look at me and go, remember brownies. And I go, brownies? What? Just say brownies at some point during the show.
Speaking of which, did you get any of those brownies last night?
I got one of the strawberry brownies.
Those were good as shit.
Those were awesome.
Yes.
Strawberry
Thank
brownies.
you, Shalane.
Yes, absolutely.
She's a new viewer of ours, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, she
Wonderful.
she
Hello, Shalane.
she messaged me the other day, and she's like, I can't believe I've never heard about you guys or about this. You know, she's one of the monitors on the hayride.
I love her. She sit the hell down, boy. Not like that. She actually doesn't sound like an old Southern dude, but it's the emphasis that she puts on it.
And what's funny about that is,
do not touch my people.
You know what's funny about that is, with the Southern accent, she's from Boston.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, she absorbed.
No, I love. I cannot remember who. I think it's Teresa is the one who does it. She actually made me break character. Luckily, I had my back to the wagon. I was walking away. When it happened, I just was past the wagon. But you know, we let them know when their cell phones out because it's a safety thing.
Dude, they were popping cell phones in the tunnel yesterday a lot.
It's so bad.
Some
It's
chick shined her LED right at us, and it was just like
it's dangerous
for
us.
We can't see.
It's dark out there, and when you all of a sudden have light in your eye,
especially LED lights, it's horrible.
So,
because
you're out there,
you're out there in the tunnel. Okay, imagine this: you're in a tunnel. The doors are closed. The lights are out. So, go in your bathroom and shut the door, and sit in there for 3 hours. That's the kind of night vision we develop.
Mm-hmm.
Night after night, we're in there for 3 hours in the dark.
Yep.
And a lot of the times when the lights are flashing and doing all the stuff, I'm sitting there with my eyes closed, so I don't lose my night vision.
Yeah, but
that's it. The nice part is I can see you. You can't see me.
So when I see a cell phone, I first tell the person put it away, and then I go tell the monitor, because that's why they're there. They're there to help keep things going straight. So I want to say it was Teresa. So I go up there and I'm like, hey, dude's flashing cell phone. He actually took a selfie with me with the flash on front of the wagon. And as I'm walking away from her, she goes, put the cell phone away! And I went, it was so good.
Oh my God.
We had a chick last night. So I come off my stage and I do this thing where I do my lines. And by the time I'm done with my lines, I'm about in between the wagons because there's 2 wagons being pulled. So I'm about in between them. So my last line I do as I'm running up to the front wagon and slap the top of it right next to him. Searching for your body. Like that. So I do that right beside this chick who is like this.
Yep.
And then she goes, so I go to the monitor. I'm like, I think you got a drunk chick up here. Because she's looking like she's about to get sick. And she's laying her head down on the rail. And she's like, what? And she leans out and looks down the wagon. And the chick starts to, go over the rail. And she's like, ma'am, are you okay? On the mic. She's like, ma'am, are you okay? Are you going to get sick? Please put your head back in. I don't want you to get decapitated. Because they were coming up on the T-Rex by that point.
Oh, yeah.
Which is right there. And then the tunnel after that. There's no room for you sticking your head out.
No, you get it lopped off.
Yeah, so I was like, holy crap.
The rails missed the door by that much.
Yeah.
So if your head's over there, you're going to get it whacked.
Yeah.
So Scott said he had about 7 phones out on him.
Yep.
A man grabbed his neck in a hug, almost broke his arm, but told the monitor.
I had a guy shove his finger up my nose. He had his hand like this arm. He had his hand back like this, and he wasn't really even paying attention. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Went up my nose, I freaking grabbed his wrist, and he looked at me like, what? Threw his hand back at him. Jackass. He was drunk.
He said several old ladies grabbed my hair, but not in a good way.
Yeah, this one, the what's up, buddy? What's up? But we get that shit all the fucking time.
I lick them. I lean in hard and lick them. I'll show you.
Amanda got licked. DJ licked her when she rode through.
Who's John's son? The guy who
Who's
rode
John?
Chainsaw guy.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin came through, and I leaned in, and these girls are like, ah! And I grabbed Kevin by the head and licked his forehead. And everybody in the wagon went. Because we don't touch people, but
except the people we know.
But Kevin's one of our people.
Usually, mostly it's an actor that rides through. And I about laid into a dude last night. I come off the wagon and I did my thing on the front wagon. And I turned and I'm looking at the second wagon and this dude's sitting up on the rail. And I went and ran at him and went, "Hey, Tyler." There was one of our old actors who I think he's been living in Florida, but I guess he was in town this weekend, and so I was like, "Oh, okay." And he used to be a rail runner, like back when I first started, he was a rail runner. So he just kind of smiled at me and goes, "What's up, man?" So I went on and was doing my other thing, and next thing I know, he's down there at my stage after that wagon was gone because Travis jumped up there and ripped him off the wagon. We'll do that with some people too. We'll rip them off,
I'm not strong enough to pull Kevin off a wagon.
With
That's a
Tyler
big
though, I
dude.
think they wanted to put him in makeup and have him come out and play for a little while. Because we like that when the guys come back. Jimmy was back last night, which was great. Jimmy and I worked together my first year in the finale, and we used to be masters at ping ponging. That's when you're at the corner of the wagon, right? This is the wagon, corner. Jimmy would pop right here and scare the shit out of someone. So as they're moving away from him, I pop here, and they don't know what the fuck. It's like, yeah, that's called ping ponging. Jamel and I did that last night. It wasn't even planned. It was just dead on perfect. Shh. Quiet.
Seen, not heard.
We don't want them seen either.
Right. Seen or heard. Not seen or heard.
See Norherd? Who's Norherd?
Nord. Oh, did you see the? They had a really funny meme. It's the monkeys, where it's the.
Oh, Sinuil.
See nothing.
What?
You have a call. It's a sales call.
Yep. I don't even know what the 423 area code is.
I can
Maryland.
recognize.
Maryland?
I can recognize them easily at this point. I get so many sales calls. Verizon did the most amazing thing ever. I don't know if I should even. I'm sure everybody knows it, but I have a spam possibility gauge on my phone. It's either yellow, orange, or red of whether it's spam or not, and it's always right. If you pop up and you're a possible spam, you're gone. I'm not even gonna answer the phone.
I always, if I don't recognize the number, I just ignore it because if it's important, they're gonna leave a message.
Yeah,
Your voicemail's full, by the way.
It is. Okay.
dude. I one of the best things I ever did is I bought the visual voicemail. So instead of having to listen to all the voicemails show up as text messages in my phone. For blowing through different messages, it is fantastic. Because you have 20 messages in a day, stuff gets lost.
No, it's not.
I love visual voicemail. Love it.
Great.
Ugh. And we are running out of gas.
We've been out of gas when I got home.
Dude,
Want
we
to
were
talk
running.
about unfinished business?
What's unfinished business?
Oh! We were on News Channel 3.
What's unfinished business?
It was their story on News Channel 3. They came to Ferry Plantation and sat and they actually interviewed. What?
You're
Oh.
leaning.
They interviewed Amanda.
Yay!
They did a little mini investigation with us.
Our producer got interviewed by News Channel 3.
And, they talked about Amanda Donaldson and her team, Acid Paranormal. It was pretty cool.
Dude,
cool little bit.
you got to get in this whole, what is it called? News, what are they called? Network news. Get in your network news fame while you can, because networks are taking a beating these days. That shit, people don't care about networks anymore. It's all going online. TV is done cakes.
Yeah.
As the old folks die off, the TV is done.
Even PlayStation's got their own TV network
View.
thing now. Yeah, PlayStation View,
Yeah.
which is like Hulu and all those, but it gives you your local channels too.
Oh, well, maybe that'll keep them going, but I don't.
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of them are doing the local channels as well. YouTube is as well, and the YouTube TV, I guess, is what it's
Dude,
called.
I haven't watched local news in. I can't even tell you how long. 20 years.
I watched it the other day.
Well, I'd watch it if she was on it if
Yeah.
I knew, but that's.
Well, we were working when it came on. It came on at 11 o'clock Friday night.
Oh.
But it's online now. You can go to Ask the Paranormal on Facebook and you see it on there after the show's over.
Gotcha. That's funny. Pull up another window.
See what it's like to be in my brain.
Lots and lots of windows.
Here, let's just do it this way. Want to see what it's like to be in my brain? These are the pages I have on Facebook. Not personal pages. These are the pages I have. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that I actually continually use. But I have a lot more than that. Those are just the pages.
Elazar sucks.
Elazar's not there anymore.
I know.
Now
That's
the
why
keeper.
that's why I can say it. Elazar sucks. He's
He
the
does.
brothel keeper.
It's not a brothel.
He's got all the little hoes, the little zombie hoes hanging out. Can't get a zombie pregnant. Ah! That's bucket list shit right there, Jack. Banging a zombie.
Have you seen Fido?
Yes!
Yeah.
We watched it together
That's
years
right.
ago.
That's right. Tim Blake Nelson.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go over and check out the video for Unfinished Business on News Channel 3.
Absolutely. And we will see you guys. You got anything else?
Yeah.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Love y'all. Oh, public service announcement.
Don't be a dick.
Word. Take it easy, guys. Love y'all.